Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Hello my fellow mech warriors, this is your Lance Commander Zero Sum, and I am proud to welcome you back to another episode of Mechwarrior Mondays. It has been a while since I did this, since he completed a full playthrough of Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries. But we have the perfect occasion to do another run of this thing. We've got the new DLC here for Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries that just came out, the Rise of Rasalhague, or Rasalhague. Somebody in the comments, let me know if there's an official pronunciation for this, because I don't know if it's supposed to say Rasalhague or Rasalhague. I'm not Scandinavian, I can't tell. Suffice to say, this is the latest DLC. It covers the rise of the free Rasalhague Republic, and naturally comes with its very own new career set mode. So, what is Rasalhague? So, going off the description here from the Rasalhague Career Start. The Free Rasalhague Republic initially started as a home to Scandinavian settlers from Terra. However, after decades of conflict, the region was occupied by the ever-expanding Draconis Combine, these guys over here in red. Despite almost 700 years of Combine subjugation, the residents of the region still firmly and proudly hung on to their desire for independence. Rejecting the Cretan attempts of cultural domination, the Rasalhagues finally broke free and declared their independence in the 3030s. So that is who we are going to be playing as, going to be doing that particular moment in time. The youngest and smallest of the major states, the Free Rasalhague Republic is still working to establish itself as a major player while defending its new borders. Yeah, that's not going to go well for it, because unfortunately you got the clans way up here who are going to be coming straight through them on their way to Terra, and, by the current era of the Battletech canon, there's not that much left of Rasalhague anymore. What little there is has pretty much merged with Clan Ghostbear to create its own new thing, and, well, you know, them's the breaks. They really didn't stand much of a chance when that happened. Jesus. But that is not the period that interests us. The period that interests us is this one. So, 700 years ago, the Principality of Rasalhague was conquered by Draconis Combine. We just did that. Turned into what is known today as the Rasalhague Military District. For centuries, the natives of the RMD have been oppressed and ostracized by the larger Combine society. This open contempt of the region's indigenous population has bred a local independence movement known as the Tier. They fight to liberate their people and resurrect the Principality of Rasalhague. It is now the year 3031. Yes, it is. The Inner Sphere is reeling from the carnage of the recent Forced Succession War, which you can take part of in this one here, the Legend of the Pistol Lancers. House Davion and Steiner race to assimilate hundreds of worlds recently conquered in the name of the Federated Commonwealth, including to worlds the Tier helped liberate during House Steiner's Operation Goddard-Dameron. After completing a garrison assignment on the Lyran Commonwealth world of Hellenfold, you are approached by a new client who is in desperate need of your help. And what do we have to help with? Well, this particular career starts you off with a Victor 9B. This is going to be one of your heavy hitters. Jump jets, SRM-4, 2 medium lasers, and an AC-20 in the right arm. That thing hits hard. Next you have a Cataphract 1X, 70 tons of Capellan mech. Not exactly one of my favorites, but, you know, it does the job. Quad medium lasers, AC-10, and a PPC. Quick Draw 4H. This one has an SRM-4, LRM-10, jump jets, 4 medium lasers to round things out. You got a lighter mech here, the Wolfhound. All lasers all the time, 4 mediums and 1 large. Good for recon units, because it doesn't actually have to require outside ammunition sources. It just runs on its own, as long as you're not too bit careful about the heat there. Another heavy hitter, Thunderbolt 5SS. 3 medium lasers, a flamer, SRM-6, and a PPC. Crab, nice heavy mech. This one's got a small laser, a medium laser, and 2 large lasers, one in each claw there. We got the Archer, our favorite Learn boat. This is an LRM-20 stream, 2 of them, one each side of the torso. Center torso's got medium laser, 2 medium lasers, and another medium laser in either arm. So, a little something to reach out and touch someone if you're ever not within LRM range anymore. Got the Grasshopper here, 70 tons. LRM-5, medium laser, medium laser, medium laser, medium laser. Medium lasers are fairly popular, let's face facts. Large laser and jump jets. The Zeus, 6S. Again, 2 medium lasers, an AC-5 in the left arm. Left torso's got a large laser. Right arm's an LRM-15. And finally, a very cool mech. The awesome AWS-8Q, small laser, and 3 PPCs. So basically you have a 3 PPC salvo, and then hopefully you still have enough heat capacity to fire off that small laser just to finish the job. This thing can hurt quite a bit, but you just gotta really watch out for that heat. That's the reason why it's got a pretty good cooling ratio there. So, let's select this one here. About to start a new career. You know what? Yeah, we're going to do that, but we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're not going to be using these mechs. Import data from main campaign. And now we're just going to enjoy the cutscene.
Humanity began colonizing the stars. Their reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by greed and mistrust, humanity splintered. The Star League crumbled. Technological advancement slowed. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series of conflicts known as the Succession Wars. Amidst this chaos, mercenaries became the proxy forces for the great houses. Numerous battlefields sprung up across the Inner Sphere, dominated by hulking war machines known as battle mechs. The year is now 3015.
No, it's 3031.
These behemoths have become the tools of the mercenaries' trade. It's a lucrative time, yet one beset with perils of all kinds. Only the most skilled and brave among them will rise to become legend.
I will say this game's got a killer soundtrack. My favorite one, the Marauder. So, forget everything that I said about the mechs that we were going to be starting with, because we're going to be starting with a much bigger roster. As soon as it's finished loading. Yes, welcome to career mode. Here's some solutions PMC. Let's give it this logo here. There we go. Nice. Ooh, rare archer. Nice. So let's take a look at what we got. We have a significant number of mechs. So, including a whole bunch here in cold storage we'll get over to eventually. So I've got a lovely little Battle Master here. 85 tons. Very, very nasty. Griffin. I got a Wolverine, Hero Wolverine, the WVRQ here. With an LB-10X autocannon in there too. The HBK-GA Hunchback with a Gauss rifle. Let's see, Highlander over here. Vulcan here to round things out. This one's got Guardian ECM, so it does come in handy. Stalker. Taro. Warhammer. Zeus. Still have a couple of the mechs from the previously mentioned land. An Enforcer with a Ultra AC-5. Or the Rifleman DNA, which has twin Gauss rifles. The Agincourt Archer, which is just like all the LRMs all the time. You fire them off like just almost constantly, and comes with a Beagle Active Probe, which is really good for locking on targets. A Centurion, a Hero Victor here. Nice. Comes with a pair of AC-10 burst fires and Guardian ECM, so it's always good too. Medium pulse lasers. My personal favorite and my usual starting ride, this is the MAD 3R Marauder. It's got 2 large lasers, nearly maxed out tiers, 2 medium pulse lasers, and an maxed out AC-5 burst fire. Nice. Got another crab, because, you know, horse crab. Got an Atlas AS-7D, medium lasers, SRM-6, LRM-20 string with ART-4, and an AC-20 burst fire. I mean, look at this baby right here. That is some serious mech. And of course, a mech so big its head is covered by the game's HUD here. The Annihilator 1X. What does this thing have, you may ask? LB10X AC, LB10X AC, LB10X AC, LB10X AC, and oh yeah, some extra lasers just to really, you know, just shore things up a little bit. This thing is a monster. It moves at the speed of an urban mech, but it is just beautiful. And I got a bit extra cash too compared to that. Let's see what we can get here actually. So this is too expensive for me, but it's a pretty good archer. Got another Hunchback here, Shadowhawk. I might actually want to pick up 1 or 2 of these mechs, the lighter mechs, because I don't have that many of those currently available. This one's just missing a leg, actually. This might be a pretty good investment. It's got SRM-2, AC-5, LRM-5, medium laser, jump jets. How much is this one? 4 million. You know, you got the T-Bolt here. And this is a variation of the TDR-5S. You can see the difference between the 2 variants here. This one comes with machine guns, versus this one being all energy and missiles. Let's see, I could probably sell off some of the stuff. Yeah, I could sell off a bunch of these things that I have in cold storage that I don't need. Yeah. Sell Locust. This Raven here is not particularly useful to me. And this busted up Vulcan. Thanks for that. Storage cost is pretty high, though, of course. One of the things that's changed with this free update that came with the DLC is that now you can have expanded storage. The more stuff you put in here, the more it's going to cost. So you're still encouraged to keep some stuff here in cold storage, which you're not using. So I might actually want to maybe stick 1 or 2 things in there, but for now I think we're going to be fine. I am going to want to keep some of these guys available for the next mission, because I'm not entirely sure what exactly I'm going to be in for. This Warhammer, well, I'm keeping it as a backup in case the other one goes down. But I think I keep the rest of it, so let's see, that gives us up to 7,800,000. Yeah, I want to grab the Shadowhawk then. There we go. Get this thing fixed up. And that's going to be done in 11 days. So let's clear out the transmissions from various DLCs. Go. And priority transmission. From Christian Manstodir. Commander, my name is Colonel Christian Manstodir, CEO of the LCAF's 1st Tier Assault Regiment. We are a Special Operations Battle Mech Command, sponsored by Archon Steiner, primarily staffed with former Tier Resistance expatriates from the Rasalhague Military District and those of Rasalhague descent living in the Lyrian Commonwealth. One thing you're going to notice about this, just like the Kestrel Lancers DLC, is that there's a lot of big text exposition dumps, as opposed to, you know, in between mission briefings done with voice, as it were in, for instance, Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries. That's a bit of a recurring issue with these. It tends to be a bit on the text-heavy info dump kind of thing for these missions. Since our formation, we've served the LCAF with distinction. I'm proud to say that during the 4th Succession War, the 1st Tier were instrumental to the success of Operation Götterdämmerung, the Lyrian offensive against the Draconis Combine that reclaimed a number of long-lost Lyrian worlds and liberated multiple native Rasalhague systems from House Couriers' clutches. Commander, I'm contacting you because I need your help. Right now, I'm counting on your reliable reputation to help me with a task that must be done. Can't say much in this transmission beyond that I am in need of your services. If you're willing to work with me to see my mission through to completion, I'll do whatever it takes to make this endeavor worth your while. That is all I can say of this matter at the moment. I pray that it is enough for you to come to our aid. Please contact me soon with your answer. So I got 5 months to accept this contract. And as soon as I do, it's going to cede control over to them for a good while. Let's take a look at our current pilot roster as well. I've still got Leon. I mean, he's still got some pretty good skills, actually. Let's see. That seems like a very cheerful individual right there. Anybody worth hiring? Not really around here. Lieutenant Calhoun's good for anything that has lots of guns, but little else. Yeah, forget these guys. Any particular equipment that's worth picking up here while I'm here? Decent machine guns. But no, I think we're pretty good in terms of all this stuff. Alright. So, let's not keep everybody waiting. Let us accept. Commander, you are a godsend. Thank you for signing on to help us out. Put bluntly, tensions are high and about to reach a breaking point. During the Fourth Succession War, the First Tier liberated systems in the name of the Lyran Commonwealth under the promise that the Rasalhague natives, those systems would be allowed to take a more active role in the administration of our communities, rather than live as an oppressed ethnic majority as we were under Korea's rule. Korea is not exactly the nicest of the great houses. Not that there really are that many nice great houses. Even the Davions they're kind of the so-called goody two-shoes of the setting, but even they've got some issues to them. Although the initial years of rebuilding under the rule of the Lyran Commonwealth started promising, it has since deteriorated as more attention is placed on the upcoming FedCon merger. In their defense, that is a hell of a merger, you know. After the war, the Archon rolled the liberated Rasalhague worlds into the Tamar Pact, one of the 3 nations that formed the Lyran Commonwealth, and the nation that has historic ties to many of the liberated systems. Unfortunately, those ties are currently causing a great deal of anguish. Duke Kelswa has agreed to honor inherited noble titles, land grants, and property deeds held by families with ties to the liberated systems prior to the Cretan conquest. Escalating tensions between the nobles returning to lay claim to what they see as their property and the Rasalhague inhabitants that held ownership of the same property for centuries under Cretan rule. Yeah, that's going to cause some problems right there. This has caused everything from civil disobedience against Lyran nobles coming to press their inherited titles to forced displacement of Rasalhague natives. In the Kirkbach system, things are getting particularly bad, which is why I need your help. After you've made all necessary preparations, go to the system's jump point. I've taken the liberty of pre-booking your jump ship passage to Kirkbach. I'll explain more once you're in system. Alright. Depart for Kellenfold? That course. Alright, we are now aboard and jump. Alright, and we're off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kirkbach. First of all, let's take a look at the cantina here. Collect 2 Supercharger Mark 1. Go to the outer settlements and collect 1 jump ship energy sale. I can do that. Kill 25 harasser units. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, do all that. It's great to meet you, Commander. Thank you for coming. Over 200 years ago, during the early succession wars, Kirkbach was conquered by the Draconis Combine. Many who fear the Combine's brutal reputation relocated deeper into the Lyran Commonwealth, abandoning homes, properties, and noble titles as they fled. Once conquered, the Draconis Combine forced the migration of millions of Rasalhague families to Kirkbach, leveraging them as cheap labor to clean up the devastation House Karita left in their wake. Yeah, well, you know, House Karita is not exactly known for being nice. Now that Kirkbach has been returned to the Tamar Pact, those with ancestral claims to properties that still exist within the system have returned to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs with Duke Kelswa's blessing. This brings them into direct conflict with the Rasalhague families that have owned the same lands for generations under Cretan rule. This mess was already foobar to begin with, but now Duke Kelswa has thrown inferno gel on the entire situation by enlisting the services of a mercenary group known as the Götterdämmerung Society. Former LCAF thugs and veterans of Operation Gotterdammerung that went mercenary to relive the glory days of the recent Forced Succession War. And they do so by enforcing evictions, openly intimidating, and in some cases physically assaulting the Rasalhague natives in system. Basically, they're a bunch of jerks. All while in plain view of me and my first tier, who all have direct ties to the Rasalhague community. Yeah, they're definitely a bunch of jerks. My unit and I agree that we can no longer stand on the sideline and let this happen, but our hands are tied due to our allegiance to the Lyran Commonwealth. We cannot openly move against mercenaries hired by our liege lord without risking a firing squad, which is why I need your help. I want you to cripple the Gotterdammerung Society so they can no longer oppress the citizens of Kirkbach. I've recently come into possession of the IFF transponder codes for a local pirate group by the name of the Blankenberg Beaters. I want you to mask your unit with their IFF frequency and cripple the Gotterdammerung in what will outwardly appear to be a pirate attack from known in-system hostiles. Alright, nice little sneaky bit. Sneaky little operation. My second-in-command, Tor Miraborg, and I will monitor your progress live on comms and direct you as needed. Good hunting, Commander. Yeah, alright. They pride themselves as primarily a mobile armor and artillery unit, but do earn a number of mechs to support. Taking their mech assets out should give them enough of a black eye that they can't further harass Kirkenbach's Rasalhague citizenry. That works for me. Alright. So we got 5 negotiation points. Put everything in C-bill payout. But, okay. Let's put at least some into damage coverage. Handy. A little bit there. Okay, actually, no. Total funds is due in 90 days, 2 million. Jesus Christ. That is not good. Yeah, I've got way too... I think I've got way too many of these mechs in here. Yeah. Yeah, I may want to stick some of these guys in cold storage, because holy shit. Well. Okay, one thing at a time. First of all, we gotta do this mission. So. I'm gonna want to jack up my C-bill payout there. Damage coverage, that was good. Alright. Let's get some pilots up in here. Who we got that's halfway trained up? Captain Cordova. Leon, he's actually pretty good. And let's see, Captain Arrington or Captain Wells. Alright, so what do we got? We've got 260 tons. I could bring in the Annihilator if I felt like it. That'd be kind of fun. But I think what I'll do is I'll bring out my Marauder. And let's see. Maybe the Griffin. It's just an LR-15 and a large late. I think I should probably dump the Griffin. That hopefully drop my costs a little bit. I can throw in the Shadowhawk, it's got a good variety of weapons. So let's throw in the new Shadowhawk. Where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, next up for you. You do pretty good. Let's see. I think I'll give you Wolverine here. It's 55, 5, 75. That leaves us with something with some punch behind. Yeah, it's a little bit too heavy, but Battlemaster is pretty good. AC2s, large pulse laser. The question is, will you be able to keep this thing alive? Let's see. Maxed evasion, maxed armor. I think you can do a pretty good job with that. Alright, and if necessary, I'll just switch out to it. Alright. Let's do this.
My unit fought and died in the Forced Succession War to liberate the Rasalhague people from the abuse they suffered at the hands of House Kurita. But Duke Kelsoi's hired goons, the Gotterdammerung Society, have come in and treated the Rasalhague natives of Kirchbach like indentured servants. I can no longer turn a blind eye to the Tamar Pact's treatment of my people, but I cannot move against the Society or Duke Kelswa openly. I need you to take the Gutu Damarong Society off the board, or the natives of Kirchbach will continue to suffer. Make a show of it as much as possible. I need this to look like a random pirate raid to avoid suspicion. Thor and I will be monitoring this operation remotely. Good luck, Commander.
Works for me. Alright, let's go take these guys out.
Eliminated.
Thank you, Captain Wells. Nice pulse lasers. Alright, got about a click over that way.
We have incoming battle mechs. Transponders identify them as the Blankenberg beaters. Miller can kill us while they were being assaulted by pirate forces.
Well, looks like those IFF frequencies are working.
Codes appear to be doing their job.
A bit of good news for once. I'll take it.
Punching. There we go.
Enemy mech down.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you, trees. Oh yeah, gotta love the nice fast-firing autocannon. Ooh.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That one didn't last long. Okay, so where's this last guy?
Enemy mech destroyed.
Excellent. Okay, that Wolverine's taking a little bit of damage, but so far so good. Oh, incoming dropship.
Affirmative, Commander. On the move.
Alright, let's wait for them to come to us. Here it goes.
Contact battle mech.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
Ooh, that one didn't last long. Oh, sending a commando against... Oh, hello.
Acquired.
And a locust. Fast little guy.
Target destroyed.
Yeah. Kaboom.
Reforming on you, Commander.
Alright. That locust is dead meat. Got another contact over this way.
Target acquired.
We're on it, Commander.
Tango destroyed.
Ooh, that one did not last long.
Rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
Alright, harass for tanks. Boom!
Unidentified dropship carrying active mech reactors just entered our combat zone.
Two of them, actually.
Damarong Society,
Uh-oh.
Blankenberg beaters. The people of Kirkbach will no longer stand by as you oppress our people. Shut down and submit to the tier, or be destroyed.
Magnussen.
You know him?
John. His name is Hakan Magnussen. An old friend from the tier resistance of Rasalhague. Looks like he's become a bigger player in the movement since I last saw him.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. This complicates things. Commander, our main objective is still to destroy the Gutu Damarong Society. Try to avoid contact with the tier at all costs. I'll authorize a generous performance bonus if you manage to avoid excessive damage to Also, don't let the Kutadamarong Society overwhelm them. If they force your hand, try to disable their mechs without destroying them.
I'm reading half of the primary targets destroyed. Keep this momentum going.
Okay, well, I'll try, but these guys aren't exactly making it easy not to want to blow them up. Hey, get back here, you. Okay, Freeman's taking some damage there.
Air forces taking critical damage. You're almost there, Commander.
Alright.
I'm reading no more Gottadamarong targets in the combat zone.
Good work. Head to the exfil site at the marked nav point. Thor, do you have a way of contacting this Magnuson?
They better.
If my tier communication codes are still valid after all these years,
I get through
should
here?
be able to. Why?
Oh, shit.
I don't want another debacle like this to happen again. Make contact. Maybe there is some way we can help each other out here.
Here's hoping.
But I need to warn you, Christian. Erkon is highly ambitious. and
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Be cautious around him. He'll likely sell you out if he feels it suits his personal needs.
I'll keep that in mind. Make the call. We'll see what he has to say first.
Don't let tier mechs be destroyed. Well,
We're taking losses. Form up. Our people need us.
I know that, but unfortunately, they're shooting at me. You see what they're doing? Come on, guys, let's get out of here. I gotta get the Freeman. I can't believe that was an invisible wall. Alright, gotta get here before Freeman loses that Wolverine. Come on, come on, come on. Out of the way.
We've got you, Commander.
Whew.
Prepare for extraction.
Okay, well. Don't think I'm gonna get that combat bonus, unfortunately, because they blew up a couple of their tier mechs, but yeah, what are you gonna do? They opened fire on me first. You all saw that. Unfortunately, there's no defend this target kind of... Ooh, nice. Slight overtime penalty. I got some insurance. Alright, well, unfortunately I didn't get... Damn tier terrorists. They don't show up, we would have... They didn't show up, we would have had you filthy pirates dead to rights. Run back to your hole and don't come back. Yeah, well. Good solid opening blow, but Magnuson's tier stands are complicated things. Hopefully Magnuson is amenable to us reaching out to him. Alright, so I only have the... Wow, okay, that's a lot of salvage. Mother hell. Okay, I only can get 2 points worth, but... Alright, what can I grab? Grab an AC-10. Insufficient. Ah, it's worth 3. Damn it. Alright, large laser. Damn, look at all these mechs that were salvageable. Including the new one from this DLC, the Crusader here. Oh, that's a pretty good one. SRM-6, LRM-15. Another set of both. Medium lasers, machine guns. Yeah, that's a pretty good mech. Currently in pieces, obviously, but... Alright, not... Oh, fuck me. Wolverine lost a whole bunch of stuff and he's injured. Damn. Look at that. Lost an arm and a leg. That's a problem with the Wolverine. It's not exactly the most durable. Commander, again, I must thank you for your ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Tor and I have reached out to this Hakon Magnuson. He has provided further insight into the situation here through the eyes of the Rasalhague citizens. All 3 of us agree that the Gotterdammerung Society is the primary threat to peace here on Kirkbach, but Hakon has also suggested that the First Tier's exposure to this operation is too great. In his words, the Rasalhague natives cannot afford to lose the First Tier as an ally and a beacon of hope for our people. And that makes sense. Reluctantly, Tor and I agree that our exposure to this plot puts the First Tier under a tremendous amount of unnecessary risk. Therefore, I am transferring the remainder of your contract over to Magnuson to see the remainder of this mission through. Make your necessary repairs, then report to him for further briefing from here on out. I pray that you two will find a permanent solution to our mercenary issue. Alright, so we made some money at least. We're no longer in arrears at least. That's good. And, okay, I got some additional Cantina missions. 4 light rifles, kill 30 warrior units. That's all doable. Alright. Figure out where to get some superchargers. Alright, first things first, let's do some fixing up. This Battlemaster did very well for itself, barely took any damage. Shadowhawk is in pretty good shape too. Wolverine is... Aw, man, it destroyed the LBX-10? Fuck. That weapon. Let's take a look at exactly how bad. Oh yeah, this whole... Probably had an ammo explosion here, and that's what took out the whole thing. Damn it. Oh well. Well, at least it didn't direct the double heatsink I had in here. Alright, let's strip this. Actually, instead, put this in cold storage. Drop our costs a bit. Our repair broader. Do 90 days. 240 days. Really do need to bring my costs down quite a bit, or at least make a shit ton more money. Put that there instead. Warhammer's a badass looking mech. Look at this shit. Damn. Alright. The mission. Commander, I am Hakon Magnusson, the guy responsible for the people who just shot at me. You owe me bits for a Wolverine. Representative of the Rasalhague royal family in exile, which means you have the money to pay for my Wolverine. And the Tier Independence Movement. Christian has transferred the remainder of your existing contract to me. I hope that this will not be an issue for yourself or any of your staff. We all have a lot riding on you. Christian had the right idea targeting the Gotterdammerung Society, but failed to realize that the true threat is not just the Society, but the one that hired them. One Nicole Kelswa, the niece of the current Duke of Tamar, Selvin Kelswa. She is here on Kirkback to appease a number of nobles within her uncle's royal court to further cement her uncle's rule over his revitalized Tamar Pact, which means she cares very little for the well-being of any of the residents of the conquered Cretan worlds. Her reputation inspires fear within the ethnic Rasalhague communities, so I believe the best way to serve the Rasalhague people of Kirkback is to show them that the Tier movement is willing to support them and stand up to bullies like her. I want you to attack a facility belonging to the Kelswa Guard, House Kelswa's private honor guard, and the Gotterdammerung's primary source of battlemech support, while under the banner of the Tier. Christian will attempt to run interference to give us a window to execute this mission with minimal resistance from local LCAF forces. Don't let us down, Commander. Alright, we're going to do some terrorism. Alright, Arid Canyon, late afternoon, reduced visibility due to thick dust. The Mark Kelswa Guard's forward operating base is a known supplier of the Gotterdammerung Society. Destroying it should cut off much of the supplies the Gotterdammerung need to refit themselves after your previous encounter with them. Christian will only be able to run interference on our behalf for a short time, so be prepared to evacuate the area once you're tasked. Alright. Let's see. We're using the one. Mechwarrior salvage shares. Not a bad idea. But yeah, some extra damage coverage is never a bad idea. Alright.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility and have an effect on your sensors.
Yeah, duly noted. Alright, Captain Wheeler is really good with the missiles, so I'm guessing we're going to bring out Agincourt on this one. Let's see. Marauder's being worked on. Everything's going to be fully repaired by the time we get to it, so that's not a problem. I might want to drop the Battlemaster because it's a little bit overweight. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm going to bring in the Annihilator. The Battlemaster is 85 tons. So, just going off the assault mechs I've got. I'm going to bring in the Victor here, or the Zeus. That would help bring things down a bit. And meanwhile, in terms of heavy mechs, I could pack either the Warhammer. Bring out the Warhammer, it's not a bad idea actually. Yeah, what I can do here Replace my Marauder with the Warhammer. And then, instead of the Battle Master, bring out the Victor. Armor 416 versus Armor 496. It doesn't hurt. But the Guardian ECM does come in handy as well. Okay, so that's not too bad. Slightly 5% overtonnage. Rasalhague will be ready by then. Yeah. You're really good with the missiles, so that's excellent. Alright, let's give this one a shot, shall we? Alright, here we go. Just gonna do a quick check on my beam lasers, machine guns. Got the ERP PCs on 3, 4. Actually, what I'm going to do then, yeah, put both of those there, but chain fire them. Put the other here. Small pulse lasers, I can put those on one as well. There we go. And here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Oh yeah.
While the Guter Dameron Society might be the thugs terrorizing the Rasgallian people of Kurtbach, make no mistake, the one tugging their leash is Nicole Kelswa, Duke Selvin's niece. She and the Kelswa Guard are the ones that have contracted out the society as a private security force to bring Kurtbach into line with their bigoted ideals. The marked nav point will direct you to the Society's primary base of operations. Raise it to the ground and end them. Christian is going to run interference and has tapped the LCAF command channel on our behalf. So I will take over as CO of this operation in his absence. Good luck, Commander.
Alright. So we just gotta go over there.
This is the first I've heard that you need our assistance. You've always made it a point to cut my unit out of the loop in favor of your private security forces. Because I don't trust you or your mountain monkey combine turncoat.
Mountain monkey? Oh, jeez.
Honor this world in the name of
What a bitch.
you will show them respect. No, I won't. Not until they learn to follow orders.
Well, maybe they wouldn't. They would follow orders if you stop calling them mountain monkeys.
Or you'll make the Royal and your Duke personally.
Target destroyed.
Raising my forces now, I will be en route shortly.
All right, got a grasshopper over there.
Target destroyed.
Okay, gotta worry about heat for this one.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
Oh boy.
Target destroyed.
Right like that. Machine guns don't generate heat.
Target destroyed.
Kill that walker.
And the best part is, machine guns are really good against buildings.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
Target acquired.
Target neutralized.
Most excellent.
Holy crap, they're targeting HQ! We're taking serious damage here!
Oh, you don't know the half of it, kid.
Base operating at 50% capacity. Keep it up, Commander.
Oh man, this thing is wonderful.
Target destroyed. New target Shadowheart.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
Destroy! Destroy everything! And smashed.
Good enough for me. Let's pack it in and get out of here. Christian will need to make a show of at least trying to chase us down. Let's not be here when his forces show up.
Indeed. Uh-oh, we got incoming. Alright, where's the...
New target commander.
What do we got? Ooh, Zeus. Oh shit. Ow, 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 ow. Lock on. Thank goodness for ERPPCs. Oh shit, shit, shit. Oh, haha, you missed. Probably shouldn't be tangled, but we're in good health right now, so. Nice. Alright. Okay, don't think. Am I within range of that? I think I am. Not sure if I'm hitting. Alright. Rat-tat-tat-tat! All that DACA! Ooh, took off an arm. Machine guns aren't very powerful, but they do a lot of sustained damage. So it's good to just hold down the damn button because they don't generate any heat for you, so there's no reason not to do it. I'm on at it. Boom! And just blow up the rest of their building too, because why the fuck not? Good times. Unfortunately, the machine gun's range is only 182 meters, so cool ourselves down a bit. Excellent. Oh, and we got boom. Oh. Yeah, I know, I lost target on. Where is that damn thing? Alright, on my 6. Yeah, I am glad I imported this campaign save because these mechs are badass. Yeah, let's see, anybody else on there? No, we got those additional tanks. Boom! And we gotta demolish our heavy tank. Twin AC-20s, those things are no joke. Excellent. Alright, let's get to the pickup zone here. Oh, we got another dropship coming in. Unfortunately, I don't think we've got necessarily enough salvage points to get much out of those, so let's just get the hell out of here. Okay, I can't see them. Oh. Alright, never mind. Oh no, another Warhammer. Well, we're not gonna have to worry about those. Alright, another mission well done. And with very little in terms of like physical casualties. We didn't lose any pilots to injury or death. All our mechs are in good working order, and we got ourselves a bunch of sea bills. slight overturnage penalty, obviously, but we did get a nice bonus out of that. Alright, we only get the 2 points for the salvage, unfortunately. Which is too bad, because there's some pretty good AC-10s here. Got a 31 share cost. How the hell would we ever be able to afford that? So let's see here. AC-5s, SRM-4, medium lasers, weak sauce machine gun. Alright, let's see. I think I'm just gonna grab myself an AC-5. Easiest. There we go. Oh yeah, barely. We made some serious profit on this one. Nice. Commander, good work. Nicole Kelswa was furious that my unit failed to apprehend the pirates or the tier terrorists that attacked the Goddardammerung Society. She has laid the blame squarely on my lap and has petitioned her uncle to dismiss me from my command of the first tier. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Friends of mine within LCAF High Command have given me notice that state politics may force them to serve Kelswa my head on a platter to appease the nobles of the Tamar Pact in order to minimize tensions with the Lyran Commonwealth's nobility, which is currently strained enough by the upcoming FedCom unification and dissatisfaction with the Archon for propping up the Federated Sun's shattered economy after Comstar's interdiction. Basically, the Forced Succession War ends, essentially, because the Federated Suns have their hyperpulse generator network, and jump ships, which are controlled by Comstar, and allow basically all these interstellar communities to communicate with each other, cut off for the Federated Suns, unless they did put an end to the Fourth Succession War, which they were obviously forced to. When Tor got wind of this, he spread the word through the first tier and held a secret vote without my knowledge. Through it, I've learned that my unit no longer has faith that the Lyran Commonwealth will do right by the first tier, or our people. They have repeatedly broken their promises and have exploited our faith that things will get better, only to treat us with the same disrespect that House Kurita did. Yeah, I think the mountain monkey thing probably has something to do with that. We've collectively made the difficult decision to abandon the Lyran Commonwealth and take our chances with Hakon Magnuson and the Tier Independence movement in the Draconis Combine. At least with them, we know that our lives will go towards saving our people, not further oppressing them. As my last act as a commissioned LCAF officer, I've approved your final payment along with a substantial combat bonus. I hope our paths cross again sometime, Commander. Until then, this is goodbye. But you did leave me a good prize present. I got myself a brand spanking new Crusader 3R. Nice. Yeah, as mentioned, the SRM-6s, twin SRM-6s, twin LRM-15s, twin medium lasers, and twin machine guns. This was a pretty good, it's kind of like the Battlemaster a bit, but, obviously on the smaller side. So, nice. Name that. Oh. Don't need that. Commander, I want you to know that I appreciate what you've done for Christian and the people of Rasalhague. Christian's heart was in the right place, but ultimately his faith in the Archon was flawed. I believe growing up in the Commonwealth has blinded him to what he did not want to see, that the Commonwealth does not care about our people. They only placated our desire for freedom as a way to leverage our people to fight against House Kurita on their behalf. To all the House Lords, the people of Rasalhague will always be their lesser. And to the people who own the Battletech license, as we've seen what happens to them eventually. This is why the only way for our people to truly be free is to have an independent Rasalhague. One that is able to forge its own path away from the machinations of the great houses and their delusional desire to rule over a reconstructed Starleague. I have faith that time is coming soon. With Christian's Battlemech Regiment, the hypocrisy of the Tamar Pact exposed, and House Kurita's loosened grip on their own territory after the Fourth Succession War, I believe the people of Rasalhague will soon have the courage needed to stand up to the House Lords and say that enough is enough. When that time comes, the people of Rasalhague will need allies loyal to our cause, or at least our money. I hope I could count you among those allies, especially the latter, that will come to our aid when the time is right. While my resources are now tied down to supporting Christian and his people, in a few years when they are settled, I wish to reach out to you and your company once more. If you still believe in helping the people of Rasalhague, I may have an important job for you. I believe in taking your money, sir. Until then, Commander, I wish you safe travels. Alright, nice. Well, we got ourselves a brand spanking new mech. Always a good thing. Where is it? Where's that? Did it get put into cold storage? No, it's not. Where is it? Crusader, there it is. Alright, there we go. Look at that thing. Where are you? There we go. Oh, look at the missile fists on those things. This bad boy. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Alright. And here my Warhammer. This is one of the things I do like about this whole walk around the ship bit. It doesn't serve much purpose, but at least it gets you an idea of the scale of these things. They are big. That's nice. Alright. So, this has been the first part of the Rise of Rasalhague run here on Mechwarrior Mondays. Right now we're going to be heading out into the world and dealing with some of the new stuff that's been added for this particular edition of Mechwarrior, these now rival Merc groups here on the star map. As you can see, there's one right here with, oh, it's the Grey Death Legion, no less. That should be interesting. So, we're going to be dealing with that next episode. We're going to be doing just a couple of regular missions until they call us back to continue on with the DLC missions. So, it'll give us a chance to check out some of the new stuff and do a couple of maybe these little side missions and stuff like that. Build up some cash, build up some rep, and grab some new mechs. So, till then, until next Monday when I come back to the Inner Sphere, I have been your Lance Commander Zero Sum. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. You can support me on Patreon if you want to be able to buy more games and stuff to review. And, of course, get your name in the credits. I'm nothing if not generous in that regard. But, until then, I'd like to thank you all for coming back to watch this as I restart Mechwarrior Mondays. And so, until the next episode, I'm ejecting. Bye-bye.
All primary objectives complete. Mission successful.